Yes, welcome to the Green Team show, sponsored by tctrademart.com. On the YouTube channel, it's spelled out DOTCOM, TC Trademart, DOTCOM. But on the website, obviously, it's tctrademart.com with the dot. And we invite you to check us out. This is a show about something new in the cryptocurrency world. Just like when McDonald's was first started, it was something new. People weren't used to walking up to the counter to get their food instead of having it brought to their car with a car hop. They weren't used to handing over their payment and receiving the food instantly, nearly instantly, right after they got their change. It's like, what? This is something new. This is different. And only because something new was introduced, something different, now we have McDonald's and we have copycats and we have similar, and almost everybody uses that new method. Walk up to the counter, drive up to the counter, instead of having a car hop bring it to you, and instead of having plates and silverware and racks on your window that you have to return, it was given to you in a bag. Eat it up, throw away the bag, you're done. Quick, quick, quick. Something new is in the cryptocurrency world. Maybe you haven't heard about it yet. It's called the Green Team concept. The Green Team concept, well, let me just go through it. Let's start at the beginning. If I start my day, where am I going to start? I usually start at CoinGecko and I look and see what's happening with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and one of the better altcoins, what is it called? Chainlink. Yeah, there you go, Chainlink. I like to watch Chainlink because it has a utility. It's useful. It's going to be around. But look, it's down 5%. Look at Bitcoin and Ethereum for the week, down 2%, down 9%. So to me, this says this is a buying opportunity because everything's down. However, it could be that it's still going down. It could be that I might want to wait until this 1 hour is green. I might want to wait until I see things like Chainlink green in the last hour, in the last 24 hours. So even though we're in bargain territory right now, it's kind of saying to me, maybe wait. Okay. So what am I doing right now? I'm trying to figure out, how do I choose which token to buy, which coin to buy out of the maybe 30,000 new ones there are every day, or at least the 30,000 that are already here ready to pick from. Which one am I going to pick out of those 30,000 tokens? If I go over here to Dex Screener and go to the Ethereum chain, wow, there's thousands of choices. I like the Pulsechain network because the fees are a lot lower than Ethereum. But look, everything's red. And on top of that, there's thousands of choices. Which one am I going to pick? How am I going to win at this game? Well, I choose to win with the green team. What's the green team? The green team is a group of people like you and like me who decide to support one particular token. I can't help 30,000 tokens. I can't help 10 tokens. I can't even help Bitcoin. It costs lots of money to move. Oh, look, Bitcoin's starting up. Maybe it's hitting the bottom. I can't affect the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum or Chainlink. There's too much liquidity. It's too big. Even if I go over here to Ethereum and look at all of these, which one am I going to pick? If I go over here to Pulsechain, where the fees are cheaper, which one am I going to pick? Well, I propose that we pick one particular token to support because a group of us picking one particular token have a much greater chance of supporting it and causing it to go up than if we're all scattered, everybody's doing their own thing. And not only that, I choose, or I propose, or already have chosen, I should say, I already have chosen to support a token that not only has a community behind it, a green team who buys it when it's red and helps turn it green, a usefulness, it ought to be good for something, and it ought to have low liquidity. Why do I want low liquidity? Because if I throw a rock in the ocean, it's not going to do any good. If I throw a rock in a mud puddle, a rain puddle, wham, It goes all kinds of crazy. In other words, it has to have fairly low liquidity in order for us as a team to be able to cause it to go up. And what's our goal? We want to find a token that's useful, that has low liquidity, that we like. Okay. The one that I choose is ETHTC. ETHTC. It started out on the Ethereum blockchain as Ethereum trade credits, but now it's traded mostly on the Pulsechain network, says simply because the fees are lower. So it's still called ETHTC. It came from the Ethereum network. It's now mainly traded on the Pulsechain network because of the lower fees. Here's the contract address. That's the identity of it, as you know. If you copy this contract address and put it into Dex Screener, or just look for the word ETHTC, there's the contract address, or I can just search ETHTC, Ethereum compatible trade credits, ETHTC. Here's a bunch of different ways to purchase it. These are different things that you can buy it with. This one's buy it with Pulse, PulseX, Most, USDC, Pump, INC, lots of different ways to purchase it. So if I wanted to get the contract address and I didn't have our chart here, by the way, you can get the URL to this chart in the description of this video. It'll say short link, and you click that and it'll take you here. You can get the contract address here, or you can go to type in ETHTC, go to dexscreener.com and go to any one of these. Go over here to the right and slide down. Look where it says pair, but don't get that one. Get the one right below it that says ETHTC. Click that to copy that. Now you've got the contract address, and you can start tracking it. Or better yet, in the description of this video, we'll even give you the link to this watch list that's watching several of the different ways that you can buy ETHTC. So why are we choosing ETHTC? Well, one reason is that it's useful. It has a utility. If I go to dexscreener.com and I go over here on the right and I read about it, oh, look at this. There's half a dozen or more websites where I can buy, sell, trade with ETHTC. ETHTC has a utility. It's a utility token that's good for something. You can go purchase things with it. You can buy advertising with it. You can trade it to somebody else who wants to buy advertising. You can trade it to somebody else for their car. You can trade for, restaurant meals. There's lots of things you can trade for with ETHTC. And I propose that if we support it and we help it grow by 2% a day, that's our goal. There's no guarantee. If I put in $200 and it grows by 2% a day, after 37 days, it's doubled in value. It's worth $400, and it keeps doubling every 37 days as long as that 2% average increase is maintained. How do we get that 2% average daily increase? By having a green team of a tribe of people who are loyal to this one particular token, and when the green team sees that it's red, like right now, it's down 2.8% in the last hour, but in the last 6 hours, it's up. In the last 24 hours, it's down 7%. Okay, so the green team needs to go to work to help this get back to 2% a day increase. If we get it back to 2% increase in the last 6 hours, that'll soon roll over into the 24 hours, and it'll be the 24-hour rate. So we really have to just get it into the 2% or better in the last 6 hours, and it'll roll over. It'll be fine. So how do we do that? Well, if I want to join the green team and I don't have any crypto, first I've got to start out at either Coinbase or Kraken or some other centralized exchange, or I can go to metamask.io and I can put in my debit card after I open up a wallet with them, and I can get crypto that way. So there's three main ways. You go to Coinbase or Kraken or any other centralized exchange, or you go to metamask.io, download the wallet, and put in your debit card, and you can buy some Ethereum. You want to start out with Ethereum if you want to join this game, and get some Ethereum transferred into your MetaMask wallet. If you buy it at Coinbase or Kraken, after you change your dollars into USDC, change those into Ethereum, send them over to the MetaMask wallet. You've got to get some Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet in order to start playing this game. Once you've got Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet, then you can go to pulsechain.com and go down here and get this network information and add that to your MetaMask so that the Pulsechain network will be an option in your MetaMask. When you first download MetaMask, it just has the Ethereum network in it mainly. And you can add the Pulsechain network to it by adding this information. Click in your MetaMask, click add a network, and add this information. Now you'll have Pulsechain network. So now you have some Ethereum that you've transferred into your MetaMask Ethereum network, or maybe you bought it there. And so now you have Ethereum on Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet. But you want it transferred over to Pulsechain because that's where you buy ETHTC in the best way. So to do that, you go to pulsechain.com, click on the word bridge right here, connect your wallet, hit this white button, and then specify how much Ethereum you want to send over to the Pulsechain network. Don't send it all, just send like 90% of it because you want to leave some there for gas. You got to pay transaction fees on the Ethereum network, so you want to just send 90% of your Ethereum over to Pulsechain. You put in 90% number, connect wallet, click send, wait about a half an hour to an hour, and your Ethereum from Ethereum will be riding on Pulsechain. And once it gets there, it's called Ethereum from Ethereum riding on Pulsechain. And it has the symbol of WETH instead of just plain ETH. ETH is when it's on the Ethereum network, lots of high fees, or WETH is when the same thing has been transferred over to the Pulsechain network, much lower fees. So you'll end up with some WETH. And then if you want to transfer it into ETHTC because you want to play the green team game, you go to piteous.io, app.piteas.io, piteas.io, and click on launch the app. In here, you'll want to change it to WETH because that's what you sent over. That's what you have. It's called Ethereum from Ethereum riding on Pulsechain. But this doesn't say ETHTC. So there's two ways that I can get ETHTC in here. I can either look in the description of this video and find the short link and click it, and it'll take you over here to this tracking crypto automated. And then down here underneath here, it says contract address. You can copy from there. Or more easily, you can just go to Deck Screener, type in ETHTC, and pick any one of these pairs here, and go slide down on the right, look for the word pair, go to the one below that, which is ETHTC. Don't click the pair one, get the ETHTC. You'll know you have the right one because it ends in 7AC8. You copy that and go back to Piteous and click this arrow right here and paste in the contract address of ETHTC. Now it'll show up in your Piteous as an option. So you've got WETH, and I want to transfer it to ETHTC. Okay, and again, you don't want to do max and do it all at once because you'll force the price up on yourself. So you want to buy a little bit at a time, maybe $100 worth or something like that, so that you don't, oh, that's not 100 ETH, $100 worth. So we're going to go, let's see, like 0.01, is it? Yeah, 0.01, 0.05 maybe. Yeah. So 5% of an Ethereum, which would be $89. Okay, so why am I doing this? Why am I putting $89 into ETHTC? Well, if I'm part of the green team and there's other supporters doing the same thing I'm doing, and we're all as a tribe concentrating on this one particular token, as we each buy a little bit, it's going to force the price up. The only thing that makes the price go up is people buying it, nothing else. It doesn't matter that it has 6 different websites to spend it. It doesn't matter that it has utility, which it does. What matters is how many people are buying it, how much buying pressure is there. Well, the only way to have buying pressure is to create a team, a green team, a tribe of people that are supporting this particular token. And notice if I put $89 in here and the green team succeeds in maintaining its goal of helping it average 2% a day, some days it won't. Some days it'll be down 10%. Right now it's down 7%. We're going to see what we can do about that. Some days it'll be up 10%. But in the long haul, if it averages 2% a day, which is our goal, that $89 I'm putting in now, within 37 days will be $181 value, and it'll double again every 37 days as long as the 2% average is maintained. After a year, the $89 that I'm about to put in will be worth $120,000 in portfolio value, $120,000. And part of the green team uh, procedure, there's two parts to it. One part is buy a little bit whenever you can afford it if you choose to and help it go up 2% a day. And if it does go up 2% a day and your 89 bucks turns into 120,000, the other half of the green team concept is to not sell it, but instead to spend it. Because if you sell, once you've got 120,000 here and you sell $10,000 worth, let's say, it'll make the other $110,000 worth that you thought you had go down in value. So every time you sell, yeah, okay, so you get a little bit of cash, but it causes your entire portfolio to go down by way more than what you got. So if you, a simpler example, if you've got $10,000 in here and you sell $500 worth, great, you got $500. But now instead of a portfolio worth 9,500 because you had 10, you sold 5, now it should be worth 9,500. It's not, because you sold, and that made the value of the rest of your tokens that you didn't sell go down in value. Maybe now it's only worth 9,200 or 9,000. So you only got 500, and your value, your portfolio value went down by maybe 700 or 1,000. So selling causes your portfolio to go down in value. It causes the ETHTC token to go down in value. So the other half of the concept of the green team is when you get ready to cash out, spend it instead of cashing out. Spend it. Where can you spend it? Because when you spend it, you're transferring it from your account to the seller's account. It's just from going from one account to another. It's not a sale. It doesn't make the price go down. If you spend 500 out of your 10,000, you still have 9,500 value there if you send it to somebody else instead of selling it. Send it to somebody else. Buy, some auto repairs, buy some dental work, buy a bicycle, buy some restaurant gift cards, buy something with it rather than selling it. So the first concept of the green team is buy a little when you can afford it. If we reach our goal and it averages 2% a day, once it becomes of huge value compared to what you put in, spend it instead of selling it. That's the green team concept. So let's go to the beginning here. We're looking at the market, and looks like Bitcoin's starting to go up a little bit. We're looking at the Ethereum market. We're not playing with Ethereum because the fees are too high. But look, in this 5-minute column, things are starting to go up. When we go to Pulsechain, same thing. Look at the 5-minute column. It's starting to go up. A minute ago, it was red all the way across. Wasn't a good time. But when it's starting to go up, when other things are starting to go up, there's activity showing that maybe we've kind of hit the bottom. So therefore, maybe ETHTC is ready to start going up. Bitcoin's starting to go up. All these others are starting to go up. Maybe we're not catching a falling knife. Maybe we're not buying something that's going to go down more. In my mind, the odds are better if things are starting to go up. So what I'm going to do is buy a little bit now that things are starting to go up. And we've already got $89 in here. Let's go ahead and get our $89 worth now. At Piteous.io, it's shopping around for me, looking for the best way to buy it. As you saw, there's a bunch of different ways that you can buy ETHTC. Well, Piteous right now is looking around for me to find the best price, the best deal. So that's what it does. So it found, it says price updated. I click accept. It went and found me a good deal. And then over here, I like to use the Rabby wallet instead of the MetaMask. It works better for me. Especially, I like the fact that I can change this gas fee, which is really low, to custom. If I don't change it, it's less than a penny. But if I put in a custom, I'm going to put all nines here. 7 nines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In other words, instead of paying whatever it was, I'm willing to pay a whole penny for the gas fees. And the reason for that is that I don't want somebody else to detect that I'm about to buy and have them front run me, buy ahead of me with a higher, faster gas fee, and then sell it to me for a higher price. So I want to avoid front running. I want to avoid somebody buying it ahead of me and then selling it to me at a little higher price. I like to put all nines here. There's 7 nines in a row. True, it raises my gas fee a little bit, but even after raising it, it's still only a penny. So who cares, right? So I'm going to click that, get this transaction going through really fast, we hope. It says Okay. Oh, that's just to enable the spending limits. Okay, so I did that. Approved. Now I got to hit swap to actually do the swap. So that was just getting the approval. And I've got the custom in here, all nines. So just curious, does it show me how much I'm spending? I guess I have to click on that to say, oh yeah, see, it's 21 cents. So instead of a penny, I'm paying 21 cents for this because I want it to go through nice and fast. That last transaction was a simple transaction. That's why it was only a penny. But anyway, the point is I'm willing to pay 21 cents here in order to beat whoever's trying to front run me by buying it ahead of me and selling it to me at a higher price. There's robots in there that can detect that you're about to buy. And if you don't have a high enough gas fee, they'll buy it ahead of you and sell it to you for a little higher price. So that one said that it failed. So maybe I need to set up my slippage a little. Maximum slippage 0.5%. Maybe I need to set that to well, that was 5% of a percent. Maybe I need to put 1% in here to try and get it to go through better. 1% slippage. That's saying that I'm willing to let people buy ahead of me with a higher gas fee up to 1%. I might have to pay 1% more to get it to go through, but that's okay. So I'm trading some Ethereum that I sent over. I'm going to put in 0.05, $89 worth. It's shopping around to find me the best price. I've set my slippage a little high. I've set my gas fee a little high because I want it to go through. I'm willing to pay a little extra to get some. Fetching in progress. So it's looking around for the best price. Let's let it think for a minute. Okay, swap. Confirm swap. And I've got this custom in here at 999. So it's going to cost me 17 cents for this transaction. I could do it for like a penny or two, but then I might end up paying a little bit more for somebody buying ahead of me. Okay, so let's see if we got it this time. Normally, I don't need to put 1% slippage. I can leave it at 0.5%, but the network could be busy right now. So it says swap. So we were successful. So sooner or later over here on Deck Screener in this 5-minute section, you're going to start to see green because we're causing the price to go up a little bit by buying. So let's say that I want to help the price a little more. So I might put in 0.1. This is 179. So 179 plus the 80. So if I do that, I'm in at totally an extra $250 today. So let's try that. And the reason I'm buying a little more is I want to help it turn green. I want it to be 2% a day average because I'll show you in a minute what $250 will turn into in a year if we all maintain this 2% average per day. So I put in 89 plus 180 or so. So I'm at roughly what, 280, 250 or so that I've put in today. If I go look at my chart, what's my 250 going to do if we maintain our 2% average? I put in 250. Every 37 days, it'll double if we reach our goal. Another 37 days later, it'll double again and so on. And if that goes on for a year, my $250 will be $337 worth of portfolio value. Can I go out and sell it for $337,000? No, because I'll drive the price down. I'll drive every bit of it that I sell. The rest of it that I didn't sell will be down in value. So I don't want to sell. I want to take out a little bit. Let's say I take out 2% a month. Our goal is for it to grow 2% a day. Let's say at this point, I only take out 2% a month. That's $6,000 a month that I can go spend at these websites that accept ETHTC. Where do I see the websites? I click on one of these, I slide down here, and here's a bunch of websites. I can go here and I can go look and see, oh, look, these people want ETHTC. I can go get gift certificates. I can get admission tickets. I can get vacation rentals. Another website that's popular for this is tcbarter.com, or the name of our channel, tctrademart.com even. Go to tctrademart.com and click on haves and wants. Here's people that show what they have available and what they want. Look at this. A lot of people want ETHTC. ETHTC. Some people want direct trades. Like if you look at the bottom here, oh, let's see. That doesn't explain at the bottom of this one. I can go to tcbarter.com and it explains the bottom. They go to right here. Okay, tcbarter.com is another website similar to tctrademark.com, where you can spend your ETHTC. At this website, anybody that says CC, that means they want ETHTC or other cryptocurrency as payment. This one says TC barter. What's TC barter? Well, TC barter is, well, I'll show you how you get them. How do you get TC barter? Well, you can either place a free listing to start earning them by doing auto repairs or carpet cleaning or roof repairs or dental work or whatever, and the listings are free. Or this fourth method is you can just buy them outright with your ETHTC. In other words, TC barter is a place where you can transfer your ETHTC. You're not selling it. You're just transferring it from one account to another. You're transferring it to the TC barter store, transferring from your account to that account. So it's not a sale. It's not making the rest of your portfolio go down. It's not ruining the 2% a day goal for the green team. And now that it's over here at TC barter, you have TC barter credits, it's off the blockchain. You don't have to pay gas fees anymore. That's why, that's one of the reasons that some people do that. You can transfer your ETHTC at TC barter at the barter store into TC, so it's not on blockchain anymore. No more gas fees. Well, what can you do with it once you have the TC? Well, you can go here to the marketplace and you can see what you can buy. See, lots of these people want just plain TC. They're not asking for ETHTC. They're not asking for cryptocurrency. They could have CC in here and they could be asking for cryptocurrency, but most people in here don't want to pay the gas fees. They'd rather have you transfer them into TC and just pay them with TC. And you can see there's a lot of restaurants that have gift cards available that you can buy from the TC barter store with your TC or your ETHTC. And for example, you can call DoorDash and have food for your whole office delivered, or for your family. And the TC or the ETHTC is what pays for the gift card so that you pay DoorDash with the DoorDash gift card. You don't pay DoorDash or any of these restaurants directly with TC or ETHTC. You buy a gift card from the TC barter website, and then you use the gift card at the cash register just like a credit card. It's a plastic card. You slide it through the credit card machine to make your payment. But you got that by buying it with your TC or ETHTC. There's a couple dozen, different restaurants, restaurant chains, etc. IHOP, Nationwide, USA, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Subway sandwiches. All of these restaurants and restaurant chains take their own gift cards, which you buy from TC barter. You can go to the movies, pay for the snacks and drinks, go bowling, aquarium, theater, Top Golf, Nationwide, USA, and you get a gift card that you swipe through their credit card machine, but you bought it from TC barter. So what's the concept? We invite you to join the green team. We invite you to go to the link listed in the description of this channel. See, it's starting to go up. That's because we're buying. You go to the link in the description of this channel and you can get the link to this watch list and you can keep an eye on it and you can help us make it go up. Like in the last 6 hours, it's up, nearly 2%. But if we wait long enough, that'll move over here to the 24 hours and it'll be up 24 hours. If there's other people that want to join the green team and help it move up, if you look at the long-term average, we are averaging right now 2% a day. So even though it's down 5 or 6% right now, by the time the green team gets done with it, most days it's up 2%. And overall long-term, so far we are averaging 2% a day recently. And that's because we're forming a green team. So that's the concept. You start out at Coinbase or Kraken, get some Ethereum, or go to the MetaMask wallet and get some Ethereum. Then go to Pulsechain.com, bridge your Ethereum from Ethereum over to Pulsechain. Once you've got Ethereum from Ethereum on Pulsechain, you can go to, well, first of all, you'd want to go to Pulsechain.com and add this network information to your MetaMask wallet so that you've got Pulsechain showing up as an option in your MetaMask wallet. Then you can go to the bridge and you can send it from Ethereum over to Pulsechain. Once you have Ethereum from Ethereum on Pulsechain, you can go to Pydius.io, you put in WETH, which is what you've got, and you get the contract address of ETHTC either from Dex Screener by clicking on one of these and go down and don't click pair, but click the one below that says ETHTC. It ends in AC8, so you know you've got the right one, and that's the one that you're buying if you want to join the green team. Once you join the green team, if you want to be patriotic to the green team, you do two things. First of all, you buy a little when you can and hold it. And then secondly, when you're ready to cash out, you spend it to cash out instead of cashing out to get cash. You cash out by spending it. $250 that we put in today, in 1 year, if the green team achieves its goal, will give $337,000 worth of spending availability. You can transfer all of that or part of it or a little bit, whatever you want to spend that month, over to tcbarter.com or tctrademark.com and get TC, which is off the blockchain, and spend it. Or you can spend it directly as ETHTC. If you do that, you just have to pay the blockchain fee still. And not everybody on these websites will accept ETHTC. A lot of them want the actual TC because there's no blockchain fees. They'd rather have no blockchain fees. So how do you get TC? We talked about it. You get a free listing here and earn some, or you transfer some of your crypto into TC. You can also place your products, gift certificates, and pledges on consignment in the TC store, and you can refer a friend and earn some TC. You joined for free, they joined for free, but if you referred them, you get 10 TCs once they have a verified listing in there. You click invite a friend, show them your QR listing, or click copy to get the referral code, send that to them by text or by email. And when they enroll for a free listing at tcbarter.com or at tctrademark.com, you'll get 10 TCs for free. They join free, you join free, but you get 10 TCs. Do that 10 times, you've got $100 worth of food in any of these restaurants, in effect. If you put some into the Green Team token, the ETHTC token, and it doubles, and you go spend some of that, in effect, the part that you spent costs you half that because it doubled in 37 days. You can put in $250. Now you got $500. You could take $100 of that out by spending, not by selling, and go eat $100 worth, and it only costs you $50 because your value has doubled already. Wait another 37 days, it'll double again. Wait a year, $250, if the green team's successful, will be worth $337,000 worth of spending availability, not selling availability. If you tried to sell it all at once, number one, there's not enough liquidity. We keep the liquidity low on purpose so that a small purchase can help the price go up more. But when you get ready to sell, the small liquidity is going to hurt you if you try and sell instead of spend. So the goal is to buy, hold, wait. If it goes up, spend it. Don't sell it. That's the ETHTC concept. Buy and hold, then spend it rather than selling it. You know, if you spend $6,000 a month, that only cost you $250 once, $250 once, wait a year. If the concept is successful, you can take out $6,000 a month in spending. And what did you pay for that? $250 a year ago. What? Now you tell me, is that a new concept? Is that the McDonald's of crypto? Yes, this is a new concept. This is a new way to handle crypto. Earn it. You can earn it rather than buying it. This $250 rather than buying it, you could go over here and put in a free ad and just earn some. Tell people you want ETHTC instead of TC, and you're trying to earn your $250 worth. Even if you earn the $250 worth and you have $250 worth, it doesn't matter where it came from, whether you bought it or you earned it. You can earn $250 worth by doing auto repairs or tree trimming or whatever, and then hang on to it for a year and see if the green team is successful. There's no guarantee of that. We're not recommending that you try and pay your mortgage with this or pay your taxes with this. You got to have a job for that. Number one, have a job. Number two, have a little bit of savings. Number three, think about getting some real estate, which is the real true wealth of the world. And number four, with your fun money or your fun time, if you have extra time left over that you can fix cars in the evenings or you can trim trees in the evenings, you can earn some ETHTC by working for it. Or you can just go over to Pitius and buy some. It's up to you. I like to buy some. It's a lot easier than trimming trees. I'm lazy. I'd rather watch a movie and buy some. So then that's what we did today. We got $250. Hey, what if I keep playing this game and I eventually get $800 in here? What happens? It doubles every 37 days if the green team's successful. After a year, my $800 is worth $1 million portfolio value. Can I sell it for $1 million? No, because there's not enough liquidity and it'll crash the price. I'll ruin the whole thing. I'll be a trader, but I can spend it. I can spend $20,000 a month out of this $1 million portfolio. What did it cost me? $800 once if the green team's successful. What? I get to spend $20,000 a month in spending. I can go buy a car, eat in restaurants, buy food for my whole office, put on a wedding and have the food catered. Wow. Wow. And all I ever did was pay $800 once and I get to spend $20,000 a month. That's a new concept. This is the McDonald's of crypto. Combine crypto with spending, not selling. Combine crypto with barter, where you can spend, not sell. That's my speech for the day. Thank you for coming, folks. We do this every day at around 8 o'clock in the morning Mountain Time. And we invite you to tell a friend. We invite you to join the Green Team. This is not a financial investment. This is a way to be able to do some spending in the future. That's what it is. Buy it or earn it and hold on to it and see if the Green Team's successful at our goal. And if it is, $800 could give you $1 million portfolio value that you can start spending out of it, a reasonable amount every month. If you spend 2% of $1 million every month in spending, not selling, the $1 million won't go down in value based on what you're doing. It'll stay at $1 million, and yet you get an extra $20,000 a month to go spend. That's if it only goes up 2% a month at that point. If $800 goes up 2% average every day for a year, it becomes $1 million portfolio. After that, even if it only goes up 2% a month, you've got $20,000 a month that you can spend without even affecting your original $1 million portfolio and without affecting the price of it, because you're not selling, you're spending. Duh. Spend, don't sell. Spend, don't sell. How can you spend? Go to any of these websites and see what you can buy. Go to the marketplace, see what you can buy. Sign up a friend, join us, be part of the Green Team. Thank you for coming. We'll see you every day a little bit after 8 o'clock, around 8 o'clock Mountain Time, on YouTube, for example, at tctrademart.com. When you tell a friend to go to the YouTube channel, be sure and spell out the word dot, D-O-T-C-O-M, TC Trademart, D-O-T-C-O-M, so that they find the channel. If they go into the website, obviously it's the period, it's the .com. tctrademart.com. Thanks for coming. Talk to you soon. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry I didn't share my screen this whole recording, so you'll have to watch again tomorrow to see one with the shared screen. So sorry, everybody.